My mother's will reading introduced me to a twin sister I'd never met and announced that only the real daughter would inherit everything. The lawyer, Mr. Garner, spoke in a practiced monotone, but his words had the impact of a bomb detonating in slow motion across the room. I stared at the woman sitting across from me, same height, similar build, her hair a shade darker than mine. She looked equally stunned, her fingers gripping the armrest of the antique chair my mother had cherished. This is absurd, I managed, finally finding my voice. I am an only child. My birth certificate, your mother's will is quite specific, Miss Bennet, Mr. Garner interrupted, sliding his glasses higher on his nose. According to her final wishes, both you and Miss Harper will submit to DNA testing. Only the woman confirmed to be Catherine Bennet's biological daughter will inherit the estate and controlling interest in Bennett Pharmaceuticals. The woman, Olivia Harper, apparently narrowed her eyes at me. I grew up in foster care while she lived in luxury. That's why I was called here. For some sick game? I assure you this is no game, Mr. Garner replied, opening another document. Your mother left explicit instructions in the event that both tests prove positive. In that case, you would share the inheritance equally, but only if you cohabitate in the family home for 60 days. I laughed, a sharp, brittle sound that didn't belong to me. This is a joke. My mother would never, your mother, he emphasized, slipping a yellowed envelope from his leather portfolio, left this for whichever of you or both proves to be her daughter. The envelope landed on the mahogany table between us. I'll leave you two a moment, Mr. Garner said, standing. The lab technician is waiting in the study for your samples. When the door closed, silence descended like a fog. You can drop the act, I said, crossing my arms. Whatever scam you are pulling, it won't work. Olivia's laugh mirrored my own bitter defensive. Funny, I was about to say the same thing to you. I buried my mother last week, I said, my voice cracking despite my best efforts. I watched her fight cancer for 2 years. Where were you during all that? Where was I? Her voice rose. Where was she my entire life? 28 years, and suddenly I am summoned to meet a dead woman who might be my mother. We glared at each other across the table, reflections in a warped mirror. Her eyes, were they the same deep blue as mine? Her nose, did it have the same slight bump where mine had been broken in a childhood fall? I reached for the envelope. Olivia's hand shot out simultaneously, our fingers colliding. I'll read it, I said. She pulled it toward herself. You don't get to control this. We both held one end, a perfect metaphor for the situation. With a disgusted sigh, I released my grip. Fine, read it. Olivia tore open the envelope and unfolded a single sheet of cream-colored stationery. I recognized my mother's elegant handwriting immediately, and something twisted in my chest to my daughter's. Olivia read, her voice unexpectedly soft. If you are reading this, the secret I've kept for 28 years has finally come to light. I know you must have questions. You deserve answers, but some truths are like medicine, bitter, but necessary for healing. The path forward requires both of you. Trust no one but each other. The lies run deeper than either of you know. I am sorry for everything I couldn't tell you in life. Follow my final game and you'll understand why I had to keep you apart. Nereid me if you can. Olivia lowered the letter, her expression unreadable. Game? What game? The knock at the door interrupted us. Mr. Garner reappeared. The technician is ready for your samples. I rose mechanically, mind racing. My mother Meticulous, controlling Catherine Bennett, had orchestrated this from beyond the grave. What possible reason could she have had for hiding a daughter, my sister, from me my entire life? This isn't right, I said. None of this makes sense. Perhaps, Mr. Garner suggested. That's exactly why your mother arranged things this way. As Olivia and I followed him down the hallway of my childhood home, or was it ours? I caught her studying a family portrait on the wall. If you are wondering, I said quietly, that was taken on my 16th birthday. Her expression hardened. While I was being shuffled to my 4th foster home that year, something cold settled in the pit of my stomach. If she was telling the truth, what kind of mother, what kind of person could have done such a thing? And more importantly, what other secrets had Catherine Bennett taken to her grave?